Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Psi Divine. Hey, if it's your first time, or second or third, hit that like button and subscribe. Tonight I want to do a reading, and if necessary, open readings too, but just a message for whoever needs it. Checking my sound. Alright. Hopefully, the sound is okay. As I said earlier, tonight we're going to do a little message for whoever needs it. Science friction is the topic. And I'm sure you're going to hear all kinds of fun sounds in the background as I'm sitting outside. All right. So let's see what the general energy is for the collective. I feel like I need to separate this too. Feels like different energies for the feminine and the masculine. So let's see what we got here. Masculine. For the masculine, it looks like someone has let go of their grip on reality, gravity, lost. It also looks like a casual affair. Oh, wait a minute. Saying goodbye to a casual affair. At the bottom of the deck, the wood killer. Is this passions and lust that have ended for someone no longer attracted? All right, it happens. For the feminine, what are you feeling at this time, collectively? Oh. Goddess. For the goddess, there is a question of why. I get the seeds again here. This is interesting. The seeds of lust, want, desire. And then the program. Now, is someone going back into an old cycle of desire? Focused on the wants. Let's see, I feel like one more needs to go here. Okay, further explanation. Overthinking. Overthinking and furniture. Overthinking the furniture, perhaps. This is a possibility. Now, I'm going to go back to the masculine, see what else is going on. For the collective masculine, let's see here. Who's lost a grip on gravity? Clarify. Okay. I see somebody recovering. And is it recovering because someone has let go of a situation that, you know, required strength to let go of? Now, for someone, I get this sense someone slipped out of someone's grip. This feels like an unexpected turn of events for the one who is dealing with one of you, masculine. Okay, and then the devil comes out as a choice. Oh boy. Masculine. Someone out there. Hello, Ibrahim. Masculine, someone, one of y'all, somebody, is expressing the bad boy. Feeling player energy or moving towards it. Okay, well, it's definitely, I don't know how, but it's moving towards balancing oneself out. Could this also be somebody realizing their value in the land of hotness? Is somebody recognizing their worth in the land of hottedness? Oh, Ibrahim, is this you, love? Oh, shit. Well, now this is fantastic. Oh, well, damn. Okay, well, the King of Pentacles comes out, just so you know. Oh, if this is your data, do you want to see the cards? I'm sitting outside. It's kind of dark. But if it's inspirational, I'm happy to share. And thank you for the super chat. Always appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is out here, right? And this is like, I forget, I can't think of the name of the animal, but you're like adapting to situations. It's like a chameleon, right? That's the word. Okay, chameleon. You're adaptable. You're strong spine. Strong spine. Adapting. Um, okay, hold on, Abraham. Oh, we're going in the wrong door, you weirdo. Go. Okay. Sorry for the extra noise. I have animals. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Hey. All right. So let me go back to that. Now you're gonna have to forgive the shaky screen. But you get that king, you get this balance, and it almost flew off the table there. And you know what? I've said this before. The devil comes out. Now, I don't always think the devil's bad. Because sometimes you know, you might need a little fuckery to get yourself out of a jam. So sometimes we have to use our chaos. And that includes the ego. And here in this earthly realm, it is a part of the self-worth, right? So you got your strength, and you got Five of Pentacles, but it's in reverse, which is not a bad thing as far as I see it. It's getting over some shit. It's getting over it, and it's using some of that old energy of the past to, get yourself out of the stickiness. The King of Pentacles, wait, King of Pentacles always gives you Gemini energy. I don't know. King of Pentacles looks like a man of action, like he's getting some shit done. Seems like he's got, he's a man of action. Take no shit. Like a bitch, you know what time it is. Like, for the King of Pentacles, it looks to me if we may be emotionally damaged. If we may be our emotionally damaged selves. The King of Pentacles looks like the kind of dude that's like, sitting in his chair, staring at you, the robe is open, making eye contact with you like, bitch, it ain't gonna suck itself. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up. Okay, but that's what's there. And we get the wood killer. Lust, decaying. A beautiful goodbye. Yes. Now the beautiful goodbye must have, I hope it was delicious. That's all. I won't go further. I just hope it feels delicious. And we get gravity, getting a grip on things. So, it feels like passing a test for sure. Like, legit passing a test. And then some. It's like writing your own book and then passing your own test. So, golf clap. Golf clap. I don't want to turn the light on me too much. It'll be distracting, but I know I look extra dark. That's okay. I love it. Alright, now let's check out the ladies. Unless you needed some other data. Ibrahim. Let's see what's up with the ladies. With the ladies, again, oops. Where did it go? Okay. With the ladies, I got why. Why you tripping? It happens. Old program. The seeds. The birds are really cutting up tonight. I get a second sense of somebody gaslighting. Ladies. Goddesses. When I saw the cards again, I got the image or the sense of somebody, a masculine energy, saying things to be provocative, not in a sensual way either. Just kind of like poking at the bear type shit. Let me see what's going on here. I get the word collaboration. Collaborate. So, I don't know if this is included in that data, but dear goddesses, be mindful of who you share your intelligence with, whatever that means. I don't think it's a not being happy for you situation, but it feels a lot like player haters. Well, they gotta do what they gotta do. Let's see what else is here. That would definitely be old programming. That's old programming, bitches. Okay, let's clarify what's going on. And balance hits the floor. Okay, so we get... I get the sense of missed opportunity. Not necessarily for you, goddess. It's like somebody was offering you something, and maybe you missed it or didn't catch the wave. And someone's mad about that. I don't know why. So it feels like somebody, what I hear now is someone's in need. Hold on. Is it possible? Somebody, okay, maybe some of y'all did hear the offer because balance is here, but balance flew off the table, and I'm counting that. I see two situations. Missed opportunity. Someone's not happy with that. They're not happy. This is jealousy, but I hate that word. It's just, they're not supposed to understand your path, period. I don't know. Can't help that shit. It's old programming. But, do you sense somebody wanting to see you out of balance? Now, if you're traveling, be mindful of that. If you're traveling, be aware. Know which way you're going, have a plan. Make sure you stick to that. If somebody's traveling, don't be flimsy with your stuff. I get the sense of someone going someplace they haven't really been. I mean, or if you have, you don't know it that well. So be mindful of your belongings and what you wear outdoors. It feels like the energy of someone watching you. Touristy vibration. Maybe you're not a tourist, but you might be dressed like one. Feels like someone watching your goods. However that means. Because whatever the watching is, it throws, something gets thrown off balance. You may not see it coming. Feels like someone watching with an agenda there. Okay, let's get back to the haters. Goddesses and gods too, you guys also. Be mindful of greedy people. I don't know why I keep seeing like jewelry being a thing. And here I can hear the siren in the background. Be mindful of your jewelry or your valuables. Feels like something worn. Okay, what else is going on with goddess? For the envious haterations. Some of y'all this week is our light switches. Sorry. And by light switch, it's going to be a little bit stressful. Don't let it be. Don't let it be. You'll be dealing with some haters. For some of you, this can be too masculine energies or manly-esque energies. They can be trying to gain data about you, trying to block. Block. Let's see. What's the block? Okay, that flew off. Okay. For some of you, you're going to be dealing with somebody who's angry. Angry, trying to cause blockage. For some, this had something to do with not making them feel welcome, making, just trying to cause a break in plans. This feels so high school now. I'm sorry. This feels high school. I don't like this. Going back to collective. This feels like, okay, are y'all dealing, this feels like, whoever this is for, you got some high school minded motherfuckers in your space. Or that you have to deal with. Sorry about that. Remember your gravity while others lose their grip. Um, Hit the king. We get the king, and it feels like someone just. It feels cloggy. Like dealing with someone who doesn't like themselves, right? And then somebody rejected something. Could be rejected some kind of offer, yeah. rejected some kind of connection or a casual fling thing. Somebody didn't realize they was furniture or acting like furniture. What? Okay. I heard the Hall of Rejects. The Hall of Rejects? Mm. Okay. So somebody doesn't take no very well for an answer. I don't know who that is. Be mindful. Be mindful of how you say no. Um, just in case one of my goddesses has a smart mouth. I know I do. I really do. I can reject in the worst. I can be harsh. And because I know I'm harsh, I just don't make eye contact anymore. So, options. Let's see what we need to know about the mind of the others. This envious one. Because y'all are awesome. You're supposed to have haters. They doing their job. You're supposed to do yours. Let's see. This. Okay, I don't know this. I don't know who makes this song. The song, the the chorus of this song is old. Here comes a change in frequency. Okay, you're too shy. Hush, hush. I don't know who sings that song. Who sings that song? You're too shy. Ah, if you guys know what I'm talking about. It is not karaoke night either. Somebody needs to get out. You're too shy. Okay, but clarifying the haters. The seeds. That's what we'll call them. The seeds. I don't know what they're. Okay, I guess if haters were plants, weeds. Weeds. Yeah. Hold on, let's see. Okay. Clarifying. Oops. Okay. Somebody feels stuck. Clarifying the mind of the seed. They feel stuck. They feel stuck. Okay, well, they feel stuck. They can't unstick themselves. They are challenged. Mm, mm. Is somebody challenged? Look how it falls out. We just do math right here. So somebody is really bothered by your expression. Kajagugu. Karakoram, bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a dork. That was a great song, though. Now that I'm gonna have to put that on my playlist. So I don't know what that means to somebody. All right. I hope this isn't the case. One of y'all, I hope it's just one of y'all. You're letting the haters get too close, or you're giving too much data to one of your seeds. Oh, why are they a seed? I'm hearing I need to explain that a little more. Interacting with you, meeting you, experiencing you, envying you helps them grow. Bada bing, bada bang. That sucks. I was about to say, go fuck yourself. Get out of my face. Um, so that was for y'all. Hello, Desiree Goddess. Hello, Ronald, Fernando. I love you too. Hi. Okay, so I don't know if this is at work and you can't control the haters getting too close, or if y'all's taking pictures online. I just saw Instagram or something microblog like that, I guess, but it looked like Instagram. Um, whatever the fuck it is, you showing off too much. You looking too good. You looking like your shit is together and your mind is right. Last month you might have been looking like a snack. Today you look like a steak. I'm gonna need you to calm down. Collective. Whoever this is, you're gonna need to relax. I don't know if you're publishing things for people to see, but you've got seeds. Seeds have been sown. Seeds can also be created in a space where seeds just was looking for some fertilizing soil to grow in. I don't know why I'm going with this reference. Probably because I've been standing in grass. Anyway, uh, some of you, it's your work to fuck people's up. To fuck people up. Their plan gets ruined nonetheless because they have to watch. And that's tough. I have a heavy heart. It sucks. For those of you who are moving beyond someone, you're moving like an airplane overhead and it sucks. I'm gonna read from your haters. I feel their energy. I'm getting hot. Let's see what your hater, whoever this is for. I'm feeling a little messy. Oh, okay. Somebody unblocked themselves. One of y'all unblocked yourselves. You got unstuck in what was appearing to be quicksand. It wasn't really quicksand. Somebody was just hoping that. There's definitely more than one. Did somebody get a raise or something? This feels like, okay, somebody got something nobody thinks you deserved, and fuck them. Fuck them up the ass with a snow shovel in the rain. It's the truth. Now, somebody's been watching, checking up, verifying, and that's, you shouldn't verify things when you're a hater. Just, I mean, it's not medical advice, but you shouldn't dig and verify. Seeds shouldn't verify that they're seeds. Sometimes it's just cool to be a seed, right? Nonetheless. Nonetheless. Oh, come on. So, from the seeds grows the weeds. Stink weeds is what I heard. So we don't smoke them. Snoop Dogg doesn't appreciate those either. Let's see. Okay, here comes a chunk. What is this? Some of you are balanced chaos at this time. How beautiful. Your balance stirs chaos in others. That's okay. You're changing, you're advancing. Looking like a steak. Unless you're a vegetarian, then I suppose you look like a field of beautiful flowers that don't taste good unless you add ranch dressing or something. I don't know. Moving on. Uh, some of you have formed some type of new alliance. You have choices, you have options. Growing. This can be feminine energy here. You slipped away. I wasn't ready for you to go. I thought you would be there. I want to try again. That's coming from your person. I know I fucked up and I made chaos. But I'm old-minded, old soul, confused kinda now, realizing what was lost. Not acknowledging the lesson because you're still a fucking idiot. You ain't really learned shit, but it sounds good because you watched enough TV. Stood around enough and listened to enough bullshit. Sounds good, feels good, but still very confused, blocked, egotistical. The ego is really. Some say it's like cutting off your nose to spite your face, but I say it's like cutting off your dick to spite yourself. Cutting off your dick despite, just despite. Nonetheless, in the new world, someone is furniture, realizing their single use limitations. This can be the result of swiping and being denied. Can be the result of, well, someone realizing that the world is a new place for players. Somebody thought they was gonna have it going on. And then Rona showed up in rubber boots, a rubber cat suit. She had some ears, bright, deep, some of that matte red lipstick. And she had a whip and a strap on, and she fucked the planet. So furniture wasn't really prepared for that, right? And so now, focus has improved. So that's a bonus, right? Somebody didn't have focus before. That was a challenge. Somebody's looking for a very large cup of act right. Not smart enough to find it, though. I don't think so. So, somebody is absent of that miracle. Ooh, miracle whip? What the fuck does that data have to do with anything? Okay, somebody realizes now, or somebody's having that moment where they realize the value or the absence of value in your absence. Mm. I would cry if it wasn't so funny. But we'll all emotionally cry on the inside for like 2 seconds. Let's go. Okay, good. What else? Some of y'all is on y'all intuition game. And that's lovely. Some of you now, it feels like karate chopping away all that is not loyal. You are cautious, you're vocal, you are expressing yourself too comes back to you. So, mm, like I said, sometimes you gotta use a little bit of your chaos to restore balance and to get through stuff. We're gonna be finding out about that as a whole over the next few years as a country. America. Probably the UK and all that stuff too. We're gonna be needing our chaos to get ourselves out of some challenges. But let's go back to the haters. Because I know they want to be heard, right? Oh. So even though the opportunity for higher learning presented itself in your very presence, they had a shot. They had a shot. They went to the bar. They asked the bartender to call it a kamikaze. and they put their lips around it and lost everything. So you guys are on a whole nother level. Who is this? I should know this. This is wrong. I need to know this. Unforgettable. Nat King Cole. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Yeah, very unforgettable as a lesson. So, hey, somebody's taking back their power. Mm. So, since you took back your power and your energy, you suck, collective. You suck. How dare you chase satisfaction? Why do you deserve it? You don't. Mm-mm. You don't. Why should you have clarity? Don't you like confusion? Don't you like it when somebody be focusing on what they can get out of you? And you wasn't looking for support. That's ridiculous. You was expecting intelligence in relations too? Come on. Thought you just wanted some dick and a smile. Come on. Mm-mm. You be asking for too much. Some of you decided that family was first. Seeking family, seeking someone who's like family, or could be just choosing your legit family over dumb shit. I just heard the word thunder. Now, naturally, y'all's got some haters that's nosy. Okay, wait, no, I'm sorry. It's furniture that's being nosy. Oh. Furniture's being nosy, maybe coming back around on some mushy bullshit. But they don't even know how to do that right. It's still self-service. Yes, it's still self-service. Tell them to go rub one out. Have a Coke and a fucking smile. So some of you, it's not even a test coming back around. It's a pat on the back I don't want to say it's a pat on the head. That sounds cruel and demeaning, I guess, but it's a pat on the back, okay? It's a high five from the universe. Um, and it's gonna come in a chaotic form. I guess it feels like you need to recognize it for what it is and don't take it any further than that. It's an opportunity to experience. I'm using dirty references because that's just what's coming to me. I'm sorry. Some of you will be emotional porn stars for a moment, skeeting your ego on your hater or the furniture, and you're supposed to put the ego down after that. You're supposed to put the ego down after that and express some gratitude for the intelligence enough to move yourself out of it. You're not supposed to carry on your day with that energy. So when the test comes back around, you already passed it. I guess you get to mash it in somebody's face, or it's being given to you that way. Huh. Okay, let me clarify the event. Wow, it comes out. So when they come back around, you get an opportunity to dismiss. Choose their direction. The past returns. And you get to make that you get to make a decision. For some of you, this is describing, to clarify that energy, it's somebody who can go from zero to rage. It's somebody you passed on regarding smash and pass. But you get to put the brakes on somebody's assumptions or a break. Sorry. Oh, so you guys are fucking with somebody's plan. Their plot. Plotting and scheming. Oh. Somebody's trying to get around you. Get in your space. Someone waiting to hook up with you. It's like they're on standby. So they may come in like they want to see if you're open to hanging out or chatting with them or not shooting bullets at them. I don't know. They're watching, checking for you. Mm, I am. They are curious. They're curious about you. Hmm. If you guys are online, one of two ways. If you're online, you may be chatting with somebody who ain't who they say they are. They may be following you online under a different account, watching quietly just to see what you're doing. Some of you are altering your appearance or losing weight, something, something, something. You're no longer looking like a snack. You're looking like 5-course meal type stuff. This isn't a word. I heard the unaffordables. Ooh. Karakoram, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Oh, listen, stop. I mean, not the super chat thing. Keep doing that. But whoever's like letting it be known that you're better, you're really causing issues. Who needs to go through all this to get in your space? Somebody, this is a new card on me too. Okay. Somebody may be hoping you guys cross paths. Oh. Somebody's trying to line up an encounter with you. Like an accident could be. Somebody knows where you may be hanging out at, where you gonna be, what you gonna be up to. Anyways. So we get conversations talking. And then acting like a fucking fan. Okay. You guys do have somebody following y'all. They trying to check you out. Be mindful, I just heard birds of a feather flock together. Hmm. Abraham. And thank you, Kirikora. This is no. Listen. So whatever this person is doing in the background, this shit's not healthy. It's not healthy. My card of malpractice is here. It's really not. It's not healthy. Because they ain't focused on money. They're literally just standing behind doors, feeling themselves. Anyways, moving on. What else? Oh, well, that explains it. Chemical imbalance. Okay, so they could use a little help, but not really. So if this energy's coming back, guides, I know you have big hearts. And you're wonderful. You're wonderful. You're beautiful. Leave it there. You're supposed to observe the car accident and not fuck up traffic. Keep going. Keep going in your direction. So the one coming back, this is my card of the planned destiny. So they know where they're going. Um, can they help it? That's not really your battle. It's not. That they have to resolve their own data. However, the one coming back, it's a situation where you gotta know at this point. Their karma becomes your karma if you rescue the puppy. Isn't that a nice way to say it? Don't rescue the puppy. It has rabies. Okay? But you knew that already, so. Oh. Broken heart. I don't like this. So, okay. So, when the one comes back, I'm sorry. That was the wrong way to say it. When furniture returns, hey, Serenity Goddess, how are you? So, when furniture returns, you don't have no trust for that shit, no way, right? But you're pulling back. It's here twice. So we get end of ego for someone. And you're the conduit, you're the switch hitter, you're the switch light. You turn on the light. And it's not at a Motel 6. You don't have to leave the light on for this person. They betrayed your trust in the past. So it really is like getting to roll by the car accident slowly and look out the window. Mm-hmm. Damn, it look painful. And then you remember not to disrupt traffic because it's rude. At the bottom of the deck is the message. For some of you, the car accident may be coming by digital message. So, I don't know if you're going to get to see it in person. We have dating back here. Hunting. Hunting and dating. Somebody talking about straight partners? I feel like I'm about to get upset. Uh, I feel like I'm about to get upset. Why? Let's putting these cards back. Angel guidance if you guys need it. Oh Lord. Um, if you guys know who I'm talking about, just don't get out of the car and help the car. Call 911 if you need to, but do not step out and render assistance. Angel guidance for whoever needs. Yeah, 9 comes back in reverse. So you're interacting with energies who simply haven't gotten to that point where they're really aware of all that they need to be aware of. Again, Not your issue. Some of them are repeating a cycle. There's just no growth. And you guys will know this. You know it's over. And you gotta let it be over. Getting a grip comes out here twice, too. Right. Some of y'all have options. You know it. That's great. And that helps, too. That certainly helps to not walk back out to the corner and pick up the furniture and bring it back into the house. You don't have to do that. You really don't. Especially because the neighborhood cats have been all over it. And dogs walked by and took a whiz on it. I hear IKEA's having a sale too if you want to peruse the aisles. Some of you have gotten your experience in that lesson already. It's done. Over. Shit's in order. You have a different understanding of logic. You are experiencing, what's that word? Consistency? What? 3 comes back around again, right? Someone's looking for togetherness. Ah, that's cute. Collaboration comes around again. For those of you who have somebody trying to work with you on something, some project or something, be mindful. I keep hearing, okay, if someone's coming to you with an offer about working 50-50 something, shared partnership, something, be mindful. It feels like the key it involves order. And not like it feels, okay, sorry, I'm getting this audio change. It feels like you need to be paying attention to how they keep their affairs in order. That should give you the answer about whether it's a good idea. How do they keep things in order? Clarify order. Clarify order. Sorry. They're contradictory. They contradict themselves a lot. Somebody who, something about something about how they explain old relationships or how an old business situation ended. That's the key. So it's maybe like asking really how did things end and how they keep things in order. You may find you're not attracted to the situation. You may find that they're on the wrong path. You may see the stresses and the fail potential. It is a sign from the universe, though, um, regarding what you're capable of doing yourself. Some people say that they can grow things and make it happen, but it feels like asking the right questions helps you see the destruction, too. Somebody's cheating. Somebody's coming your way who's cheating. Down some side shit. Cheating again. Um, mm. And the test. The test is about stopping, blocking chaos, building ego by blocking chaos. This was one of the first cards here. So it's like altering that old programming, chucking that old data. Hmm. So when the offer comes back around, somebody's be asking the why, and then I think you're walking away with the thought of you tripping. To make that card again, it looks weird. As somebody's coming at you sideways a little bit. I don't think they know that you know it's sideways. God. Okay. Guys, be mindful of stupid people who think you're stupid too. They can't help it. They can't help themselves. Fernando Silva. What? Twitter? Alright. Hope that was helpful. Just be mindful of that test. Don't let yourselves get bored. And remember the wood killer's coming your way. Whatever that means. The wood killers. They have no longer a hold on a grip. They've lost their grip. So you get an opportunity to say a beautiful goodbye. And that's growth. Sucks for them. And sometimes that's what it takes for them to realize that they lost the best that they ever had. They lost an opportunity at greatness. Can't win them all, right? They can't. All right, you guys. Um, while I'm attracting all of the things that fly with my extra light, how are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing well. I hope that whoever this was for, you pass the test and enjoy the view. Do not pull over and eat popcorn and watch someone suffering. They did it to themselves. Feels right, nonetheless. Hey, Goddess Eskimo, how are you? I'm doing okay, doing better. I had a crazy 2 days. Moose was doing horribly. So, you'll step out for a joint and watch. See, why you gotta trigger me? Why you gotta trigger me now? You just gonna watch. You're gonna eat. You're gonna watch. You're gonna watch them. Okay. Well, it's probably a little bit cruel, but it's a part of the chaos, I guess. I don't know. It's a part of the chaos, I suppose. But yes, Moose. I don't. We hope it's just bad allergies. But Lord, Sunday he wouldn't even open his eyes. So I'm like, oh my God, I gotta take him to the hospital. He's gonna lose his sight. I don't know what's gonna happen, my baby. Oh. But yeah. There's always a lovely surcharge for having a gigantic pet. But he got seen. I don't, they gave me drops for his eyes, and literally, when my dog is sick, I won't eat. I'm like pacing the floor, like, He's hurt, I'm hurt. So that was tough and a little bit pricey. Hopefully, it's just allergies and nothing more. And as I'm talking about allergies, I'm sitting outside, itchy. Welcome to allergy season. Ronald, I see your question. How did I get into card reading? Um, I didn't really. Well, is that the right way to? Okay. I started off with remote viewing, and this is just an extension of that. So I'm not a card reader, technically. I'm using cards, but if you notice, most of my cards are handmade, so it's. I appreciate the tarot theory, but it's all really numerology. So that's really kind of what I'm studying. And then I would say half of the work's numerology, the other half is, well, numerology and tarot, and then the other half is remote viewing. So it's probably difficult for me to classify what I'm doing at this point, except using the cards as a crutch. I'm a lazy remote viewing crutch. I can't say that it's 100% effective, but there's something there. That is all. So I'm learning. Perpetual student stuff. And yes, Moose is doing okay. He's sleeping. Bear can sense his less than 100% energy. And so I thought I'd make them a treat. I made them beef ribs. They took like a few bites, and then Moose put his head down to go back to sleep. And then Bear gave up on it too, so they're both kind of sad together. But could be worse. Sunday, his eyes look like, dude, it looks so bad. But today, I have to rinse his eyes out every couple of hours, and he's back there sleeping. That's what I'm looking at. To rinse his eyes out, and then put drops in, then artificial tears, and you're doing it to an animal that could eat you. It's 150 pounds with a 300-pound bite. Like literally, he could disassemble me, and I have to grab his face, pry his eyes open, drop stuff in there. I'm mindful at all times, like, when he really doesn't want this anymore, he can stop this. So I was just hoping, like, oh my God, I hope they just don't rip me a new one, charging me to do stuff to him. But they didn't. So that was a beautiful blessing. And his eyes look better with the rinsing and stuff. So it could have been just him. I probably not the best mommy when I walk. So he likes to jam his face into bushes. And that's not smart. So I'm just happy that I can walk him. And so I have to be better. So could be me too. Serenity brings you. I'll be find strength through the chaos. Oh, yes, girl. Listen, yes. It took grace, cause all day Sunday I was sitting here calling every place within 30 miles of my house. Like, okay, I'll drive him 30 miles to find a doctor on a Sunday. Who will see a Rottweiler who won't open his eyes? And now, how do I get him into the car? And how do I get him out of the car and he won't even open his eyes? I mean, he was like closing us so much he was almost walking into walls. So I'm just like, oh, this is not today. So I am praying for Moose because good Lord. But yes, Eskimo, he's empathizing very much with Moose. And they're both napping, which is not something they do around this time. Normally they'd be walking the backyard and stuff, but I hope he's okay. But I know he's tired of me messing with his eyes. Just want to keep the goo out of there. And it sucks when you're reading for a dog. And like, you gotta go through Google everything. And you start getting paranoid. And then you start talking to other people. Through a friend of a friend, I talked to a vet on Sunday. And he scared the shit out of me. Well, you gotta look for blood coming from his eyes. Say, huh, bro? What? Well, yeah, the way he looks. I sent a video. I sent a video showing what Moose is looking like, and he's sitting there with his eyes closed and he's panting. He's stressing. And he can hear me trying to snap to get Moose's attention, but Moose's eyes hurt. So he assumes the dog is being non responsive. And he's like, oh, yeah, he looks non responsive. This isn't good. So you might want to be looking for, if the eyes get redder or if he starts bleeding from his eyes, then you want to go ahead and try to get him in somewhere. And I'm like, bro, blood? What is this, the Passion of Christ? He's going to bleed from the eyes. Listen, so as much as I wanted to do a reading yesterday, and Saturday he was blinkety blink, he was looking weird Saturday. But I was like, okay, I can't even eat. Like I finally was able to eat today, and that was all I could get was wonton. But he's been eating. Moose and Bear are eating just fine. But I'm stressed. So everybody's quiet and relaxed. For now, we'll see. Prayers up for Moose. Yes, Eskimo, that is, I'm afraid of doctors too. I'm afraid of them too for that reason. But the vet was awesome. The vet was awesome. And, they're, in secret, like, he's not supposed to have his balls. I'm like, I'm not cutting the dog's balls. Everybody wants to go, it's not healthy. Was that what's wrong with all of mankind, that they have their balls? Is that where we are in the world? Isn't this the problem? What's wrong with his eyes? Not his balls. But they were awesome, all things considered. And they tried to put a muzzle on him. Moose can't be muzzled. We know that now. They put it on, he ripped it off. They put it on, he ripped it off. And we did it like 3 times. He literally just took his paw in and pulled it right off. And then first thing they do is, when they see the dog, is they jam a thermometer up his bum. Oh, this is great. And before that, can he get on a scale? No, the dog can't get on a scale. I notice all the other dogs can, but not Moose. So they call out a tech. And the guy comes out. He puts a choke collar on Moose, and he literally lifts him up by the neck to get him on the scale. I freak out. I kind of flipped out. Just a little bit. I might have grabbed the tech's hand. I might have touched the tech. I'm not saying more than that. I just don't comprehend. You should have better ways to weigh the pet if you need it. But that was definitely. And Moose is like, got the choker on his neck and he's looking at me like, what are they doing? Yeah, I hate the vet. Even though they're good, they're fine. I know what they're doing, but I don't get choking the dog to get him on a scale. So yeah. So you traumatize him. Doctor walks in, jams a thermometer up his ass. Then they're like, all right, put a muzzle on him. We're going to go drop stuff in his eye. And we have to take him away from you into another room. Moose is making eye contact with me the whole time. Like, do you hear this shit? He's literally facing me the whole time, like making eye contact with me. Like, bitch, bitch, you gonna let this? You really gonna let this bitch jam a thermometer up my ass? And now she's taking me out of. And you're gonna muzzle me for her to put what in my eye? What is she doing? I was like, I think this is a lot for the dog. It's a lot for me. Can I go back to the other room with you? Is it? Can I hold his eye open and help? Cause you walking him away from me. I don't want to be responsible for the dog that can eat your hand. I don't want to be responsible. You've already, agitated the fuck out of him. You just choked him. Like, I know he's trying to get him on a scale, but like, you're not even trying to lift the dog. He put the choke on and he's doing it with both hands. Like this. I'm like, bro. So I'm agitated, but I don't want Moose to see it or feel it. And by the time they were trying to put the muzzle on him, he was growling. He wasn't going full blast, but it was like, like low level, like, okay, bitches. And we're all in a tiny little room. I can take all of you. 3 women. One animal the size of a small grizzly bear. So once he started the growling, they were like, okay, we'll just give you the drops. Oh, you don't want to hit me up for that $250 worth of eye drop medical treatment? You don't want to put a muzzle on him and put stuff in his eye that's going to freak him out so you can stare at it? You want to do some blood work? No? Oh, okay. So, yeah, I get the upselling. You trying to make money. I get that. I get that. It's been a long time since I've been out. I don't want to call them, I don't want to use the word Karen, but I just did. Everybody's looking at Moose because he's so big. Wherever Moose goes, people take notice. He's so huge. And the lady's staring at Moose while we were in the waiting room. And she's like, don't you think his nails are a little long? You should get him cut. It's like, I cut his nails. And it's a Rottweiler who can take my hand off. So I keep them trimmed. It's not bothering his walk. She's like, but they're a little bit long. I was like, why don't you cut them then? She's like, well, he could go right in here and get him cut. I was like, oh, bitch, do you work here? I was like, I'm sorry. My dog can't see. The last thing I give a fuck about right now is his nails. And now I said it just like that. So everybody was there, and I think maybe that kind of bothered or interrupted potential upsells. Because I kind of went from, okay, so you choke my dog, you want to talk, bitch, you want to talk to me about his nails? You were here and you saw what they just tried. Okay, um, Spirit tried us today. Yes, I had to hold on to my grace. I did. But I came out okay, and so did Moose. And he was, for all that he went through, I think his behavior was phenomenal, which is why I made him beef ribs. And that's what I'm saying, Serenity. You're not part of this. Why are you? And I'm looking around like, I'm surprised Moose isn't being attacked. Because normally when I take him places, because he's not fixed, because he still has his manhood, a lot of dogs usually try to attack him. So I don't even usually want him to play with other dogs because they try to attack him. And everybody was just, all the dogs were behaving wonderfully. Just wonderfully. But except some of the adults. But I appreciate the woman wanting to tell me when to cut the dog's nails. That's cute. No, honey, I'm not going to turn the dog over to anybody nobody can cut his nails. He will bite. He bites. And you're running like some rotary machine up against his nails. He's going to freak out. We tried that, Petco. Petco got halfway through. And they put the choke collar on the animals when they're doing that. I'm against the choke collar. I'm 100% against choking an animal. If you have to choke the animal, why do you have it? So, that's just me. That's my child. So, I don't want to watch you put rope around my child's neck and squeeze. And then hand me a bill. It's fucked up. It's fucking weird. Right. Eskimo. They choke him and then complain about his temperament. Right. Serenity. Yeah. Unfortunately, it wasn't me. I was sitting in the chair while they were doing stuff to him. And they're like, the ladies are like, can you get him on the scale so we can get his weight? I was like, probably not. I said it. The lady said, "Oh, don't worry about it. We got just the right person. We know exactly who'll do it. He can get all of them on the scale. Right guy for the job." She calls the guy out. Big tall black dude walks out. I'm like, "Oh shit. Oh, this is gonna go south." What the fuck are you about to do to my dog, bro? Okay. Ah, kill sequence initiating in 5, 4, 3. And he walked out with that leash. Okay, let's get him on the scale. I was like, ah. Like when I saw his front two paws come up off the ground. Sorry, bro. Listen, if y'all don't have a cookie to hand this motherfucker, if that's your only way, then don't weigh him. Let's just guess. No. Said, are you trying to cause problems? Like, how do you know you didn't just injure him? How do you know you don't injure the dog doing that? Dude, we weighed, yes. I'm around 170. I'm hoping I'm a little more than he is for safety. He's got to be at least 150. Right. So Moose went through it for sure. He's snoring in there. Yeah. And I no, I obviously I can't assault anyone. Moose wouldn't get seen. But I was definitely like, dude, get a grip. You guys know you're like, why don't y'all do that at the end? Agitate the dog. Oh, we can't see him unless he does this, this, and this. And don't feed him before you come in. So he's supposed to come in hungry, get choked, get something up his ass. uh, all the shots that have been missed since Rona. No, just no. Why can't my dog see? How about no? Like, come on, dude. It's the biggest dog in here. Can he get some love? He's 7. Let's chill out. So it's been a day. It's been a weekend. I'm glad that it gets to a place where I can get still to do some readings. So, he already ain't got. No, he's got a long. He's a big boy. I think he's like. What was this? We did his measurement on his neck once. I think it was like 33 inches around or something huge. He's he's just big everywhere. And if he doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to go. So I'm just glad it didn't. Lord, I'm just glad it didn't. He didn't act like he could have. That's all. Oh, Eskimo. In that moment, he couldn't breathe. I'm sure. I'm sure he did not know what was going on. Like, what are you trying to do? Why would a dog be compliant with that? Dragging him up onto a platform to be weighed. Like he's gonna, like, oh, yeah, okay, you're right. I'll just stand here. My bad, bro. What are we all smoking? I'm smoking a cigar, but that's it. I don't even get that logic. But now he's good. Ibrahim, he's in there sleeping. I'm surprised you can't hear him snoring. He's really just keeping his eyes relaxed. So when I go in every couple of hours, I rinse his eyes out. He's good for a little while. We'll see if it needs a cone. But he doesn't, he's not really scratching at his eyes too much, except for when I go to wash him, he's trying to deal with his eyes. But he was a very good sport. He was a completely good, in more ways than that. More than I was expecting, so I was very petrified. I said, okay, if one doctor appointment don't work, I literally had a second one backed up. If they cut up, I'm gonna take him to this one over here. So, like, I don't know. There's a chance to save his vision before he's bleeding from his eyes. Good God. And it's funny when I told the vet that, she just kind of looked at me. She's like, bleeding from his eyes? I said, yeah. She's like, a vet said that. I said, yeah. She's like, okay. She's like, I don't, his eyes don't look like anything like that. She's like, it's real bad allergy season for the dogs. She said, we're seeing a lot of pets who are having like all kinds of really bad allergies, skin, eyes, hair. So we've tried the booties. We have tried the paw stuff. The only thing Moose will wear that he won't take off is a shirt. I could put a shirt on him all day. He will not be bothered by it. And yes, I've showed him on the um I don't know if you guys can see. Uh you can see his eyes closed there. Let's see. You have my phone as Moose. I won't say what the other half is. Um, no. Where is Moose? Here's some old pictures of Moose. when he was a baby. And he would eat apples. As you can see, his big eyes. It's old. 2015. Jennifer, yes, that's my dog. That's what the one you hear snoring his head off. Uh, let's see. So, what else? Trying to see if I have anything with him with a shirt on I can find quickly. American football. Here he is in my studio. But yes, he's a huge dog. Hmm. Oh, here it is. Okay. This is an old picture. As you can see, our heads are about the same size. And that was from 2014. So he's huge. Oh no, after the movie people and you know what though? Listen, a Rottweiler is the most intelligent dog I've ever seen, ever. And he's a Serbian. When he was like, that's how he can crush a basketball in his mouth. That's a full-size basketball. And look at that, full size. And he just can bite into it. It's his thing. So we don't spend money on expensive toys. I don't know if you can see that he's wearing a tie. But he is. He's a very large dog. So if Moose says no, I don't want to do that. That's what he says. Here he was just a baby. 2014. And the familiar moose face. Uh, that's a general look for Moose when you're talking crazy to him. But those are old, so yes. He's huge. Wait, oh, here's one. I used to make graphics with his picture for my phone. Now, this is when he was a baby. Now there's your socks. There's your socks. But yes, he's very photogenic. And we take pictures of him. It's just a thing. Look familiar? Hello Kitty. Which made pink his favorite color. Animal reads? No. Girl, he was so small. When I first got him, I bought him a matching purse. That lasted about a month or two. I thought I'd have a tiny dog at least for a little while, but yeah, no. Uh, that's a good view of him from the side. But he does come from a show stock. How much food does he eat per day? Um, I cook his food. I don't do the weirdness of bag food if I can avoid it. Um, but he eats regular stuff. Birthday cake. Let me see if I can find his food. But usually I feed him chicken. A lot of his food I pressure cook. Denasia, if you need a quick yes or no, I can try. But we've skipped off to the topic of the dog. So, that's beef. You can get a cheap cut of beef or a cheap cut of pork or frozen chicken and some frozen peas and carrots. Dump it into a pressure cooker, blast it. And then you have something for him to eat for a couple of days, depending on how far you go. Yes, Serenity, considering that we might be at war with other places, maybe we shouldn't feed our dogs the food that comes from other places. So if you flip that bag around and it says made in you know where, give it some thought. Because they was selling people uh, those doggy chews, those rawhide chews, some of those doggy treats, they're not real. So it's like feeding your dog cardboard, literally. So you got to watch the snacks and all that stuff. After, when I got him, he had parvo, which is like doggy Ebola. So having to spend all that money to save his life, I'm not giving him stuff in a bag. He will eat stuff in a bag if I take him to somebody's house and their dog is eating it. Oh, he loved to try it. And then he farts for like a week. Bad things happen to his stomach. So, yes. I mean, I'm not, nothing against people who are feeding their dog that. But if you're feeding your dog, and all dog owners should know this, should realize it at least. If you're feeding your dog the stuff out of the bag and your dog gets hyper afterward, be mindful of that. Some of that dog has wicked shit in there. Very wicked stuff. There was, speaking of that other place we shouldn't buy dog food from, they, I don't know if people know that, they was selling dog food that had little bits of wire in it. This happened like 5, 6 years ago. They were selling dog food with little bits of metal in the food so that when your dog would eat it, his insides would get shredded and he'd die. I think it was a major dog food company doing that too. And they had to rip that food off the market. Quietly, but your pet is dead now. And he probably died a horrible death. So for a dog that size, a can of dog food would be about $8 to $10. And he'd still be hungry. And the hard dog food means more time at the doctor. Possibly. And Moose isn't really like going to the doctor is a rare thing. Place starts with a C. Serenity. Is he socialized? Very much so. Very much so. Oh, he's very socialized. Likes people probably a little more than pets, other pets. But he's very friendly. He's gentle. Um, he loves little kids. And kids can walk up, pet him, yank his ears, and pop him in the head. He does nothing. And if you bring him Mexican food, he will love you forever. And yes, I'm not joking. Next to beef ribs, his favorite food is tacos. Tacos, anything. Taco, taco, taco. Now, not all tacos. It can't just be any taco. It cannot be Taco Bell. It cannot come from no drive-through shit. It's got to be one of those like Taco Mexico, Roberto's, sketchy. Their chicken is weird for him, but it's got to be one of those places that has the street tacos, the little ones. Man, Musa get it in on some tacos, which is interesting. If I make tacos at home, won't touch them. It's weird. So far, I haven't. So far, it's the place. It's not even what's in the taco. It's just where it came from and what they did to it. So I don't know if it's like it's probably like whatever salsa. He's not a tomatoes fan at all. So the salsa's sketchy. But Tacos Mexico, they could put the onions, the cilantro, any of that stuff on it. He'll eat it all day long and be looking for more. Tamales, loves them. Enchiladas with no, if you can like be cautious or a little bit easy with the sauce, he'll eat those too. Yes. Crunchy tacos, loves them. Carnitas, yes. It's the tortilla and then whatever they did to it on the inside, I guess. I'm with you, Eskimo. I'm going through a phase like that right now. Cilantro, uh, cilantro and onions and jalapenos on everything right now. It's where I'm at. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm feeling it. So, okay. Now, Denasia, I'm sorry I skipped right over you. I saw you. Denasia, did you leave? Margaritas. I can't drink alcohol very well. No margaritas for me or the dog. He's got a Hispanic spirit. I think it's because when I first got him, um, I was taking care of my mother-in-law, and she was really going through some stuff with cancer. So we had to have a lot of nurses coming through. And so the nurses were coming in, and they were all Spanish women. And he loved that. And so they started bringing him food. And then he loved them. And then after that, any Latino woman, he's just, I gotta be near you. Loves the Latin ladies. Okay, so let's see. Okay, you want to know what you're missing? This feels like a long one, but I'm going to try to make it short. What is Denasia missing at this time? Finances. A new start. What are you focused on? Are you focusing on the have-nots? Denasia. You guys want you to go forward. You're like, standing in one spot. Time for the next step. So we get rewards, secrets. Coming out of a place where you're hoping. Something you need to join. Um, so there's a hidden future here. What's this about? So I asked for clarification of the unknown, and it brings me back to zero again. New start, beginnings. Where's your focus? There's some process you're not going through, or you've got negative energy around you. Negative energy in some way or another. And this can be friends, feeling comfort in not taking a leap forward, feeling what's not complete, or you're choosing to, okay, why are the same cards coming out? Guided assistance. You're getting a divine adjustment right now. You do have big changes coming. But who the... So you're making emotional choices right now. Cement shoes. I feel like you're having trouble because you're afraid to take a leap of faith in yourself. You're holding yourself back, or you're letting somebody else do it. Feels like one other energy. And you might be trying to light a fire in a place where you're not able to align yourself. Like, what's your environment like? Or is it peaceful? Because whatever's around you, it's I don't want to say that. Nope. Okay, I guess I have to say it. Your environment is a manifestation of your creations. And that can come from you just focusing on what you don't have instead of moving towards what you want. You have change. Let's clarify the big change. Okay, I don't know. I hope that's not the case. Are you sleeping good? If you get easily overwhelmed with thoughts that are slowing you down, what maybe it would help to come up with a plan because you're just kind of guessing. I see a lot of need to make moves here, right? But you're absent of logic in the way you're thinking right now. You can't even see the visible successes. So it's coming out as karma. Karma block. um, who do you love? It feels like holding on to, not holding on, it's like keeping a parking space open for somebody when other people need that parking space. Or it needs to be empty, one of the two. I don't know who sing. Is it the Cranberries? Do you have to let it linger? You know I'm such a fool for you. You've got me wrapped around your finger. Oh, okay. So right now you're experiencing a loss of luck and a karmic lesson because you're on the wrong path. Who's around you? Because you have an influence in your environment that you're weighing against your own happiness. So, and it's not that it's not even a real influence. Like it's an invention of self or you handing your power. Where is it you? Well, my dear. Okay, let's skip this. Let's decode. Okay, Denisha. So what you wrote, um, it's a self-inflicted wound. So whoever you're making, like, okay, it's like, okay, I want a job, and then somebody, and there might be a job for you, but it might be in another state, or it might require moving, or it requires a physical elevation of self, or it may require moving out of a certain environment. I get all that. That's I get that that's not necessarily an easy thing to do, but there's other energies holding you back, or that you're allowing to hold you back, and so you're basing those decisions around that, right? But it's you that's got to love yourself. Girl, you stuck in a cycle, but you choosing it. You in a whole ass cycle. Um, and it's a cycle of absence. It's so you got yourself on a path of lack because you're focused on elements that are old. It's old data. So a step of completion has to happen, and it involves love, sudden awareness, not loving sudden awareness, but love of yourself. Okay, well that's not loving yourself, dear. Stop with the beating yourself up. Mm. So you got to use a little of your own chaos to get out of your situation. And it might just be like lighting a fire under your bum to get moving. But you do have to choose a new cycle. You have to choose a new cycle. You have to choose it. Like, it can't be chosen alongside someone. The person you're waiting on is literally blocking you from loving yourself. It's like you're waiting for someone to join you, to be a part of your life, right? Wow. Go listen to this one, Denisha. Sade. The name of the song is Mr. Wrong. I need you to go listen to that song. Sade. 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 The song is Mr. Wrong. The name of the song is called Mr. Wrong. You should be able to find it on YouTube even. You need to listen to the words of that song. Okay. So, so there is like this block in time. There's this block in time. Nothing moves till you make it. Nothing can move till you make it. Till you, ooh, at the bottom of your challenges here. But it would be a challenge if it was this way. It's not a challenge. It's like taking an L by design because it looks like one, doesn't it? It's like giving up. It's like saying, okay, I'm not, I'll wait and see what happens. I'll let time go by. It's a hamster wheel. So there's a cycle of awareness that has to be broken, and you have to be over things. It's not even starting over. You have to be over some shit in order to start over. And this is a good card. This isn't a bad card. I could tell you what it feels like is you have to get the cloud from over your head. Whoever this person is, they're like a rain cloud, storm cloud, always blocking the sun. Done blocked it so good you can't tell. Gotta listen to that song. Let's see if you even need a reading after that. You gotta listen to the song Mr. Wrong. I hope that's the title. If not, that is the chorus. So, promise me you'll listen to that song tonight. Promise me you'll listen to it more than once. I need you to listen to it at least, ideally 7 times so it sticks. But 3 for tonight is good. Just let it repeat. I need you to listen to it with good audio too. Not in the bathroom while you're putting on makeup or nothing. Not while you're vacuuming. I need you to really listen. I think that's their message to you. Okay? Oof, and there goes my stomach. So that must be the message. Ugh. Promise me you'll listen to it. And anybody else who's feeling stuck in love or passion or you can't let go of somebody. I don't know why. That's it. It's playing so loud in my head right now. I just hear I really hear like sounds like a trumpet or there's a horn. Say so long. Hmm. Yeah, that's what they said it might be. Eskimo. You're welcome, Denasia. You should listen to it 7 times though. Let it play while you sit in the bathtub or take a shower. I don't know. But definitely get the sound in your ears or read the words along with the song. I don't know. Feels like there's a message there for you for sure. So, and after you listen, move the furniture back out to the curbside. You brought it back in. That's crazy. Push it back. In fact, listen to the song 3 times and then the next 4 times, push the furniture back out to the corner or push it further down the street. Can you ask what? Please don't make it long. My stomach's growling. Jennifer. Yes or no, please. What's your question? And if it's repetitive data, what is it? Think I'm sitting outside too long. The wind blowing, and I'm allergic to the grass and stuff too. So, if you can type fast enough, Jennifer. If not, if not, I'm gonna go eat sweet potatoes. What, Jennifer? Kind of question is that? That sounds like a whole personal reading right there, buddy. Mm. Jennifer, yeah, that's not a quick read. I don't even. Um, yeah, I'm gonna need some more data on that. Cause my first impression was there is no inheritance. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? There's no fucking inheritance. What are you talking about? So maybe you might um, want to think of another way to rephrase your question or something. Hmm. There's some type of illusion here. Uh, can be illusion of a balance, no balance. And asking what happened, Powerball comes out. Did somebody get lucky? Behind that is 33. So it feels like some type of group um, involvement. I don't know if that means legal lawyers or something. People who know the, I heard two words, underside and underbelly. There's some type of loss to the balance, loss of balance. Ooh, I think I am getting allergies right now too. Okay, hmm, something greedy. Something greedy. Some greed that's held secret. Secret greed. Challenge. Ch- challenge to keep secrets. More than one challenge to keep secrets. Challenge, but it's group choice, group chaos, group organization, group. This can be theft. Yeah, I think you're gonna need a whole reading. Aw, Denisha. Look, Denisha, you come in and you write, I look at you and I pull love. Aw. You just listened to the song really touched you. Okay. Get offline and go listen to it 7 more times. I needed to like be stuck and attached. I need at least 100 brain cells, humming that song. Like where the part where she's humming. I want to hear the congas. Ladies, you should all be listening to a song like that when you realize a guy doesn't belong in your space or you're questioning it. So, listen to it a few more times. Thank you. Thank you, goddess. Mucho appreciato. As I just murder your language. Sorry about that. Thank you. And I now I'm stuck on. She's a fancy girl, so why is she staying? Hanging on for Mr. Wrong. We all need to listen to that song. I think I'm going to listen to it tonight. I love Sade. I haven't heard her in a minute. All right. All right, you guys. Jennifer, if you would like me to go further into your data, that's a personal reading. Hit me up on Instagram so we can better work that question, or maybe you could think of something a little more, another way to ask it. I feel like there's something way overlooked by you. And that could just come in the way you run the question. So, give it some thought. And if you're on Instagram, my same name, Psi Divine, without the $sign. Oh, you understand it? Okay. Yeah, if you want, I mean, I can do it. It feels like it has more than one answer and more than one question. So, I hope that was a little bit helpful. Sade, Love is Found. Is that one of her songs? Or if you are you saying that? Hmm. Um, Jennifer, there's an action that has to be taken towards the answer to your question. And it has something to do with the way you see things. Um, plans, will, plans about the will, willful acting. There's some place you need to go to get data. Is it a building, business, attorney? I don't know, something like that. But it feels like the energy of someone doing something on purpose to affect the money or spent it or something like that. Somebody willfully acting against what is supposed to, against data. I keep hearing it's not yours. So that could mean the thoughts of a thief or somebody not doing the right thing. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Jennifer. Okay, honey. Yeah, see, okay. See, baby, that kind of reading, we can't flip one or two cards and have an answer. Wow. I just broke my nail on the cards. Interesting. Mm, I can't go any further. If you have any other questions, I'm sure you do. If you have a couple of questions, you can uh, hit me up. Yeah, I need to come out of your data, Jennifer. Now I hear Sade Lovers Rock. Did something have something to do with a rock? Mm, I am itchy. Okay, you guys. Okay, my face is getting itchy. Hope I'm not about to have a breakout. The question, that question is a question that I don't know what to do and where to start. You have a lot more questions than that, Jennifer. Oh boy. You should get some sleep though. You're not resting proper or well. And I'm sure they wouldn't, I'm sure your people, your family, I'm sure they wouldn't want you to not be at your best. I know, right, Eskimo? They're attracted to the lights. Ah, you know that your ex is furniture? Well, I'm glad you know. Doesn't it get easier though, Jennifer? Does that make it easier to look at the big picture instead of just looking at how you feel, the whys and the what? Just shrinking it down. You're just furniture. Oh, I forgot. Let's get back to me. Let's get back to me. There's furniture, and then there's you. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad I could be of service. That's beautiful. It became very easy. Excellent. Excelente. You know, I found I can get into my old YouTube channel. I was thinking about it. Like doing the aggressive chats on a different channel. Trash talking furniture. Because sometimes, you guys, I talk to a lot of furniture. I have things to say. Although it probably get me in trouble in the end. Is that the right way? Okay. Speak. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice way to put it. That's a nice way to put it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dick, 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 dick. Yes. Isn't he? Do you know what disturbs me the most? Is when he's done talking to the woman and he plays the soldier or the bum, 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 bum. I was like, isn't that like the soldier music when they're carrying the body of a soldier? Why would you play funeral procession music to women? It's hard to watch and not want to punch the TV. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Something like that, yes. Mm-hmm. And he's talking to, it's so bad because he's chatting with people you can clearly see are depressed. That's where I think it gets dirty. He's talking to women that he can clearly see they're depressed. And then he like boots you out knowing that woman's going to turn around and go look at her kids. And that's sick. I don't care what anybody says. It's sick. It's just the sickest thing ever. And that is popular, which speaks volumes about how we as a people, humanity, how we feel. And it's very disheartening. It's very disheartening that we still are dealing with that while other um, races of people are getting whole bills passed for them. And, you know, people in power showing up in their neighborhoods, rallying against them being violent and or having things done to them. I mean, and people who look like me were all still sitting around saying bad things about each other and preying on each other and being harmful on purpose for clout. It's sick every time I see it. Right. Is it really unconsenting? That's where, like, they call. You see, I see one of two things happening. They either call or he's paying somebody, or he's paying for that. Either way, it's a horrible look. And there are young women watching who are being influenced, young men who are being influenced. It's nuts. And the fact that they call in, yeah, I think they're consenting, but that's coming from depression. It's coming from sadness. It's coming from wanting a man's attention and not even being close to the awakening. That's just pure sleepwalking and sad about it. And to say anything bad to me is just, or to tell them how worthless they are because they love somebody enough to have children. Unless you're sitting around being a psychic, you don't know a motherfucker's gonna run. You don't know a guy's gonna leave you. And you may not know until it's too late. So why are you now low value? Why are you now low value? Because you loved somebody. Because you trusted somebody. Why? Like, are you serious? So it's her fault for trusting and loving somebody. Her fault. Okay, well, she was all alone in that too, right? All right. He's nuts. And the fact that nobody checks him is crazy. And to get that speaks to my brown skins people. Why do you expect somebody else to respect you when Kevin Samuels can exist? Why do you want somebody to stop shooting at you when you won't stop shooting at yourself? I hate that we got to do all that. And it's not going to get better. It's just not going to get better. So, ladies, be mindful who you love. I'm just thinking about getting another dog, calling it a day. Doesn't mean I don't love furniture. I still like furniture. It's a lot easier to deal with. And done. All right, everybody, let's wrap it up. Nothing to see here. We're done. They've always seen us as furniture. Never been anything else but furniture. And I'm not saying that's 100%. I think the guys that are really, not gonna see you as furniture, they don't. There's the attractive level. There's the opportunity. There's the potential. You know, there's a problem with men and women not wanting to start with a Build-A-Bear. There, I said it. Hi, Freddie. But yeah, um, if people aren't willing to, like, skip over the looks, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about all of y'all. Until you get over people's looks, eh, adding a little bullshit to the conversation. Oh, it's not my dog. Okay. Until you guys learn to accept a few Build-A-Bears, because high probability, a lot of today's relationships don't work because you keep trying to date above your grade. That was harsh, but I said it. A lot of times we want what everybody else is wanting at the same time. So motherfuckers have options. But if you're all my guides and goddesses, you're all eights, nines, and tens, right? But if you try to get at a 12, there's going to be problems because there's a line for the 12. 12 knows they're 12, and 12 is a problem. 12 is only a 12 based on the look at the end of the day. But you, the 8, the 9, the 10, if you guys went backward to like a 3 or a 3 or a 4 knows you're an 8, 9, or a 10. And they're going to act different. They got the Build-A-Bears come with an Insta cup of Act Right. All you got to do is add a little water and a little love. But you don't want the Build-A-Bear. I've said that before. You don't want the Build-A-Bear. And neither do I. And that's why they're all furniture. You want one of the things I'm smoking. Cloves. The jar. He's a reality check, a lesson to us. Learn to love yourself, and it's 2021. Every woman over the age of 18 should have a toy collection. I'm sorry, I said it. Over the age, once you're legal, you should have a toy collection so that you're not quite as thirsty for the human touch. I'm not saying the toys will replace it, but it can alleviate some of that stress of needing to have somebody around. Can let you see people without the lusty stuff, because that'll get you in trouble. And that's why I suggest the Build-A-Bear, because if the Build-A-Bear isn't quite as hot, you can get to know them, right? And nonetheless, the 3 or the 4, it is like all over you like a bum on a sandwich, and you can build them up to look better, get them in the gym or go with them. You can dress them up, cut their hair. It's like making your own Barbie doll. And Freddie, toys are only better than men in the sense that they get the job done. They have a pretty much 100% proven success on the orgasm thing, yes. There's that. But they can't spoon with you or take out the trash or barbecue or fix the car or protect you, reach things on the top shelf. There's tons of stuff that people can do for each other in relationships. And you can't make other humans with the toy. But you damn sure can stall it out and wait for the right one if you're able to take care of yourself on one of the most important aspects of relationships. Right. Eskimo. 100% or your money back. Well, no, you probably can't get your money back because you used it. That's gross. But anyways, but I always suggest that for guys and women. You don't want to get hooked naturally, so switch out your toys, but switch them out as often as you can. But it cuts back on that thirst energy, especially when you're new. And if you know what finishing is like, you'll be looking at that person different when they don't finish. You'll be laying there like, wait a minute. So I just did all of this with you. I just spent all this time, let you do all this, and you're still not as good as that $9.99 vibrator in the drawer. And you don't even care. Okay, next. You don't have to be, you're a lesbian. Ready. And yes, we have robots, but they're expensive. Somebody should make a robot that just spoons and says nice things. Tells me that I don't look fat in this dress. Yes. And don't trip, shit. The way this world is going, all these men keep playing video games, we gonna all be lesbians up in this bitch in a minute. If they keep going the way they're going. Anyway, you're asexual. I'm starting to think I'm getting there too, girl. Especially, I'm doing it to myself though. I I've been I've been binge watching. Not a good idea. I've been binge watching these child predator dudes who are doing these live captures of child sex predators. Normal dudes sitting on regular dating apps trying to mess with kids. I've been binge watching this. So I'm doing it to myself. Yeah. Yours was also self induced? Yeah. Not healthy. I can admit that. But I can't help it because I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Like, literally, there's one dude who every day he's catching a live predator. He's live. Meeting him everywhere. Just the fuck. Just like, oh, well, that's a wood kill. Okay. How are all these men, like, yeah, most of them don't look normal when their ass get busted. That shit is crazy. Uh-oh, Eskimo. Goddamn. Gotta get a pet. Gotta get a pet. Maybe just a bunny or something. Freddie, they give you the creeps. You watch those channels? Man, I watch those and I'm like, why don't you turn the camera off and rob that dude? Just rob him blind. Beat his ass. And I'd make him go to the ATM machine and empty that shit. I don't know why that hasn't happened yet. Or maybe it does. Every time I see them catch him, I'm like, rob him. Rob him. Shut off the camera and beat his ass and rob him. Yes. Now you know, I'm watching those videos because that shit's popular. That's gonna have an ending. That's gonna have an ending. And I can see the ending. I can see which one it is, too. Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad. Real bad. I don't want to say the weapon, but I see something coming for one of them channels. So I hope that the bulk of their work is, I hope they're careful. I'd like to say I hope the bulk of the work is fake, but I don't see what actor you could get to fake that. But anything can happen in YouTube land. I just, oof. There's a woman that can tell by looking at your hands. Interesting. I think I've seen that video. I just never watched it. Like a seminar, or I think I've seen. And now that we've talked about it, I'm triggered. I need to go watch some more. It's messed up, but it's healing for me. Message. It's like late night healing. All right, y'all. You guys get your rest. Goddesses. Wait, what? Sai, remember that data that someone trains their haters? Eskimo, you need to get a private investigator's license. Mm, I don't think you need that for these guys, do you? Those predator dudes seem pretty sloppy. Okay, Freddie Jackson. If Moose is okay, I'll try to do tomorrow, like lunchtime and then evening again. The data that someone trains their haters, though, Jennifer. You can train your haters by letting them be too close, where they can see enough to be jealous of. That's one way to train your haters. Other times you don't have to do any of that. They just have to watch. But yes, if you... So what just came to me is a gamer having too many friends or friends too close, or somebody watching somebody be successful too close, or even like maybe even helping. Somebody should do their own lifting, but they don't. Instead, they watch. And yes, they'll take the handout, but internally, on the inside, they envy and don't understand why people like you. So they become a hater, but they're close. Over time, however long that takes, whatever, over time, the one you were helping has enough data to cause harm, or they say bad things, or they do malicious things. And they've been on the build. They've been building up that energy for some time because they don't like your build. They don't like what you've been able to accomplish. They don't think you deserve what you have. And it's not that you don't deserve it, it's that they're too lazy to go get their own shit. They're not walking on their own path, they're walking on yours. And the view of your ass is disturbing. Not because it's ugly, but because that's been the only view. And that's troublesome to them. So you can build haters who do shitty things. So I hope that helps, Jennifer. All right, y'all. Feeling itchy, just making sure I'm not getting a rash. I have a little one on my hands. Ooh. Is that helpful? Good. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. I hope I hope you pat yourself on the back for those of you who have moved out of your old lessons and stuff. And I think at the beginning of this, we talked about slow driving past the scene of the accident when they return. So I'm the last person who can tell you that you shouldn't do that. Just don't disrupt the traffic. Make sure you keep the flow of traffic going, and yeah. Goodness. Yeah. I'm going inside, goddess. I'm gonna get some rest, definitely. After a bowl of sweet potatoes. I feel like I want to eat sweet potatoes. So, alright, you guys, have a wonderful night. I'm gonna go binge watch horrific TV. And if you're new here, please subscribe so you can be a part of future readings and all that stuff. And until then, oops, this thing is all jiggling. See you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, guides and guidesses.